put your ball sack into my mouth. Do, 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 do. All right. Well,
You like your fannies?
what's up, everybody?
Hey, that wasn't Hess.
That wasn't Hess this time. Welcome back to Random Ramblings.
You're a retard.
We have no fucking power. So
Or Hess.
we have no power, no Hess. We weren't gonna have a Hess anyways because,
Who knows?
well, I think him and Abby got murdered.
It's possible.
You know, I was thinking because I text them. It's been about 20, 30 minutes and no response, which I appreciate, guys. Thanks for looking out.
Yeah.
Texting a pal.
It's not like we do this every day at this time.
But if right now, someone broke into their house and murdered both of them,
Yes.
how would we find out about that? How in the world would we ever know that they got murdered? Do you think we'd be like playing like trios one day and Peyton would be like, you guys have munitions? By the way, in case you guys didn't know, my dad died.
Why is his voice so high?
I don't know. That's not how he sounds like at all, but that's just what I do.
I mean, it'd probably say it on the news.
You think Hess would make the news? I guess local man gets stabbed with his girlfriend in their home.
And he had enormous balls. And we're like, wait a second.
The guy went to stab him, and he went,
You like your fannies?
and then
You ain't wanting to fuck with me, baby.
just got stabbed. I guess Hess is here.
I
But like, seriously, though, how would we ever know if Hess and Abby got murdered?
don't know. I mean, no one's going to call us and tell us. We'd have to find out.
Wait,
secondhand.
like, do you think his ex-wife would call you? Do you think she'd even think to call you?
No.
Yeah, I just thought about they could be dead right now, and we wouldn't know for a while. I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't do it that way. That's
So I think we need to get like a life alert for Hess.
It's pretty morbid if you stop to think about it.
Well, because it was taking a while, and then Taylor was like, maybe something happened, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe something did happen, and that's why they're not texting. Which, intruder comes into your house. I'm not gonna text Hess, hey, podcast might be a little late. I'm getting murdered.
Yeah, I think he probably went to his in-laws' house and forgot about the podcast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like he went to his in-laws' house, and he was like,
You like your fannies?
and then,
And then they murdered him.
no, then.
Kiss my pee-pee. Oh my God.
But so, to start this show off, usually we do a Twitter poll with all three of us. But unfortunately, through a bunch of circumstances, it's just going to be me and you this week.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with my movie. So even though this is Hess's movie, actually, we'll give Hess a second. Hess, say your movie.
I like your panties.
That was good. So I'm going to do, and
Actually,
it's going to be...
Are you going to put it on Twitter?
I'm gonna, but I'm saying it
okay.
to you first.
Okay.
I feel like, this is even easier for me to get this to win this week now.
If you pick the movie that I was thinking about, I'll just agree with you and we can do that movie.
I doubt it. Well, maybe. But so, remember we had that.
I thought it was
remember we had the rule back.
But first, not but so.
Remember we had the rule back in the day. If we ever made it back to a movie, and it won, we could do it again. Remember that was the rule.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing Kevin Rankin, El Camino.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
He's one of the Nazis, that they were.
Yeah.
He's in the movie, so we can watch El Camino again and do a whole other podcast on it.
You're really picking that?
No.
Okay. Jesus.
As soon as I saw him, though, I was like, "Oh, that'd be awesome." I contemplated doing it again.
I looked at IMDb because I knew Jennifer Garner and Matthew McConaughey were in it. I knew we couldn't pick Jared. What's his name? Jared.
I can't pick Jared Leto.
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, give me a minute. I need to pick a new...
Jared. Why couldn't I say Jared?
I picked Jared Leto. Requiem for a Dream was my real... You know what? Fuck it. I almost called her Jennifer Connelly. What's her name?
Garner.
Jennifer Gardner? Electra. I'm just picking that because my whole thing was ruined.
Really?
Yeah, my thing just got... I wanted to watch Requiem for a Dream. I've never seen it. And then now I can't.
Okay, well, I'm going to take...
Or I guess I could just go with El Camino or Electra. You pick.
Electra.
Okay.
Okay, well, I wanted to take Matthew McConaughey and do Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm chickening out, and I'm going to go Steve Zahn, Out of Sight.
Out of Sight. What's that? That sounds familiar.
It's Steven Soderbergh. It's got George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, Don Cheadle, like all kinds of fucking people.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good movie.
Poll is live. You?
Okay.
All right. Well, we could go straight into Dallas Buyers Club, which was Hess's movie, I want to point out. Or we could do our movie list first and then go into Dallas Buyers Club. You can decide what we do there.
Why don't you just fucking die already?
I'm just gonna play every sound on
Every
this.
time.
Why you gotta be such a
A bitch.
Why do you only have him and fucking Hank?
You're a pussy.
It really does sound like that. But then this is the next one.
Jesus! Just grow some fucking balls!
We can't rewatch Breaking Bad again.
I would love to do just stop this movie shit and to do Breaking Bad again. I would love that.
The problem,
Tight,
I wouldn't mind like moving off to something else too, but like you never want to watch Saw. Like you always
No.
want to just do Breaking Bad.
Well, I want to do both.
Yeah, but you want to do Breaking Bad first, probably.
Potentially.
See?
I had something in mind, and now I can't remember what it was. I had something in mind, a show for us to do on here. And
Sopranos,
No, it was a good show.
The Wire.
No, like I said, it was a good show. But I got no memory of it, so I don't know. I'm not helping.
Succession.
He's trying to stop me. Bitch.
All right. So should we do Dallas Buyers Club or our movie list?
Let's do our movie list first.
Movie list first.
Just mix it up a little bit.
Do you feel like your body is just covered in oil right now?
No, I'm fine. It's not even hot in here yet.
Okay. Well, you don't gotta be a dick about it.
Maybe I do.
Oh, by the way, in 6 weeks it's Friday the 13th, and I was hoping it would land on us for Idiot's Guide to do Friday the 13th,
it's like
and it's Nightmare on Elm Street 2. So.
That's typical.
Yeah. All right. So I have watched 233 movies this year.
Me too.
Oh, we're tied.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
That means you watch
We
a lot of movies.
gotta blow each other.
You're fucking
What?
great.
So where did I start?
Probably at 1.
I think Addicted. So I watched Addicted with Taylor.
Hey.
That was weird. Power's on. So not all the lights are on yet. I'm not getting up to turn those on.
I don't care.
We already did half this with the power off. Might actually just unplug that thing next to you. Let's just leave it the power out the whole time. Although, should I get up and turn the fan on maybe?
You're such a loser.
I am going to get up though. Turn on the fan.
Okay.
That
Well,
okay.
you won't have to do a Son's podcast now.
That's true. He still has to do Big Brother though because he let us down.
Oh.
That's a spicy meatball.
Were you like saving that for that?
No, that was good timing. So I watched Addicted. I watched Fatal or Fatale. I wasn't quite sure on what it was called. I also watched.
I don't think it counts if you don't know the title.
I watched Bram's The Boy 2. Fucking weird. It completely undoes everything. The first movie. The first one was just called The Boy. Then they added the Brams to this one. Halloween 2, Fear Street, 1994. I really like that. The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. I feel everyone's kind of shitting on that.
I've seen some of that.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. I think even going to theaters, I think it would have been like, that's pretty okay. I watched Dallas Buyers Club, America the Motion Picture, and then last night we saw Fast 9.
Yes.
I liked Fast 9. None of it makes any sense whatsoever, and if you saw the first movie then saw this movie, you'd be confused as fuck. But it's a fun theater experience.
I like it. Like the action scenes are really good.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it I could do without. Like,
Well, but you all see, I wasn't understanding. Words are hard. I wasn't sure why you wanted to see it because you haven't seen like any of the other ones.
I just
So,
want.
like-
I just want to go to the
Like,
movies.
of course, you're not gonna like anything other than the action because you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right? No, I know, and I mean you can't hold that against me if I want to go see a movie. You know what I mean?
I can
Like,
hold anything I want. I could hold my penis against your forehead if I wanted to.
I doubt it.
What would Jerome think?
But I've seen a few of them. They're okay at best, and I was like,
Yeah, but you haven't seen any of the good ones. Like you've seen like the original couple, right? And then like
I've seen
5, I think.
I've seen 1, 5, 6.
When have you seen 6?
Which one's 6? What's it happens in 6?
I could look it up for you. I don't see if you don't even know. How can you tell me you've seen it?
Because I've seen like 4. I've seen the later ones because you made me watch them.
I have not made. Oh well, our internet's not. We may have power, but I forgot we don't have. Apparently, the internet's not back yet. Yeah, so I can't tell you what happens. And I don't think you've seen 6.
Well, in 5 is the safe one, right?
Yeah,
So
I
I
did a podcast on that one.
Yeah, I thought I saw Maybe I've only seen 5. I saw the one with Stringer Bell from The Wire.
That's Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, is that Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't seen 8 then.
It's a horrible one. I know you haven't seen 8. 8 was the last one.
Oh, okay. But I don't know. I just felt like going to the movies, and I knew you guys probably wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And I bought your little fucking IMAX ticket, you little bastard. So I went to go see the movie. But I mean, it was no worse than I expected. They're just like super cheesy, and like when he jumps out of the.
Yeah, but that's what those movies are for, though.
Yeah.
You go to those movies to watch cheese. If you don't go there to fucking watch an Oscar-winning performance from Vin Diesel.
Yeah. What would he have to do to get an Oscar? Like, who would he have to play?
I said, I just woke up. I'm sorry. If it comes back, I'm ready to go. Well, the internet is back. Should I invite Hess in? You don't have the iPad, so you're just gonna hear him.
Yeah, fuck him. I'll just sit here.
Okay.
While you invite him, I'll
read off yours.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on Fast 9. I just didn't like.
Oh
it
no,
that
yeah,
much.
I didn't think you were. I was just kind of explaining like just to them. Like, of course you're gonna have these feelings because
I fucking love.
Oh, I was like, why do I look purple over there? But I forgot the power turned on and that light turned on.
Oh yeah. I love Ludacris in him. I thought I heard something where he doesn't fight as much. So was there more fighting for him in this one?
Yeah, he's slowly gotten like the whole point of the last movie for him was like, hey, I could fight too, guys. I could fight, guys. I could fight. So then they finally let him have some shit.
Well, I heard he took like lessons and shit too. So
well, yeah, they let him train, and then he went to them. He's like, no, I can do stuff.
And the girl from Game of Thrones, I liked her too. She was cool.
I didn't remember that she was from Game of Thrones. I forgot she had sex with a guy with no penis.
Seriously?
Yeah, I had no memory. I don't think I've ever watched these movies and thought that's a girl from Game of Thrones.
How could that be? Okay.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
All right, so I'm at 233 also. I watched Saving Silverman.
Saving Sarah Silverman?
Yeah. Halloween Dose. 40-Year-Old Virgin. No Sudden Move, which you're going to watch, right?
Yeah, I'm going to watch eventually.
If Out of Sight.
A lot of shit. If so much shit didn't come out this week, I would have watched it already.
If Out of Sight gets picked, it'd be you'd watch 2 movies by that director.
We could do a second Twitter poll now with Hess's movie if he joins. Or just tell him to go vote for one of ours.
Just tell him to vote for one of ours. That's his punishment.
I was going to say it's his prerogative, but that's not the right answer.
Okay, Bobby Brown.
Boom, boom.
I watched Independence Day,
Mm-hmm.
Fast 9, and then Boys in the Hood, which you watched part of it with me.
Well, yeah. Oh, I just realized not having you here is going to make a little difficult.
Do you want me to go get the iPad real quick? Do you want to go get the iPad real quick?
No, I'll just figure it out.
Okay.
I'll figure it out editing. All right, here, let me just hit record on here. Record on this
Recording
computer.
in progress.
I can't see Nick.
Wait, I was gonna say
No,
that
you're not gonna.
we didn't want to go grab the iPad again, so you're just
I got
gonna
you.
hear him.
Okay.
You know what? I was like, yeah, no big deal, and it's already weird.
No, yeah, I can see it being weird.
Yeah,
Like you don't even know Hess is naked right now. I can see his cock.
probably.
It's pretty luscious, if I do say so myself.
Pretty luscious.
Pretty luscious.
The
He
old
says
PL.
Mm-hmm.
pretty luscious.
So we already did do a Twitter poll. So
Go vote.
you should vote. We could do another Twitter poll if you want to just do your movie. Although I
No,
guess
it's
what would you
fine.
vote for? Because it would just one poll. Hey, here's this. Vote for this movie.
Yeah. Well, plus we already text people to vote.
Yeah, but
Oh,
and we learned. We did our restart. We haven't even got to Dallas Buyers Club yet because we were just doing our movie list. So it's actually perfect timing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow, I don't know. It's perfect timing, but it's pretty good timing. What?
Maybe.
You say homo.
There's a lot of bad things in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of sounds that old Jerome boy couldn't get.
Well, you could get them.
You homophobic asshole.
That's Hess playing Warzone every night.
Yeah,
He
homophobic
he even says it like that too. He kills someone and goes,
You homophobic asshole.
That.
You ain't wanting to fuck with me.
You know what? I'm
baby.
gonna make that my ringtone.
that'd be a good ringtone, actually. I think this is my favorite sound from the movie.
You speak fucking English, motherfucker.
because it's just so aggressive.
Yeah, he
You
was.
speak fucking English, motherfucker.
And who was he going to beat up? He was 43 pounds.
You never know.
Now that is something I like to see.
What would you guys do? You're sitting in front of a doctor, and he goes,
You've tested positive for HIV.
and he says you have 30 days left to live. What do you guys do?
Probably the same thing he did.
You start selling drugs,
No, go do coke.
hanging
and
out with Jared
fucking-
Leto, and I think
Yeah.
don't you think like if that would have went on, if Jared Leto didn't die and that would have
Are
went on a
you
little
guys-
longer, they would have fucked. Cause he jerked off to him by accident in one of the scenes. He's like, oh yeah, woman, Jared Leto, woman, Jared Leto, and then he got mad and took it down. But first he beat his meat to Jared Leto on accident, and he just got a little angry. So I think I think he would have.
He definitely had feelings for him.
Because he even defended him at the grocery store. You know, he had a whole turning point where he was like, he started out being mean to gay people, then he was helping them out. I think they would have banged.
Yeah, but he would still call him the F word.
Well, that's because he was a homophobic asshole.
You say homo?
Did you see that Jared Leto dropped down to 114 pounds for this
Yeah,
role?
I took a screenshot of the trivia of each amount of weight that they both lost, which I thought was pretty crazy.
Yeah, wasn't it 30 for him and 48 for McConaughey?
I can confirm or deny. Yeah, Jared Leto lost 30 pounds for the role, and McConaughey lost 47 pounds for the role.
I was off a pound.
Yeah, so
Silly.
maybe get your shit straight next time, asshole.
McConaughey looked sick.
Yeah.
Jared Leto,
Jared Leto just kind of looked like a drug addict,
yeah.
but McConaughey looked like, oh, that guy's got AIDS.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If this was Idiot's Guide, this would be considered a Nick or Hess question,
Okay.
depending on, what series of stuff we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about this until I was getting sounds. We know how it opens up. I guess this might be stupid. No, maybe not. So it opens up, and he's looking at the racetrack, and it makes a little like, zzz noise, and then it's like he passed out or whatever, and it cuts to Dallas Buyers Club.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're there normal, and he's making the bets and all that. But then the movie ends, and he goes there again. Was the beginning and the end the same spot?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, it wasn't a racetrack. It was a rodeo.
Rodeo, yeah. But so like the ending and the beginning was at the same time period. Him looking at the because I didn't think.
Oh, I don't think it was
I
the same
didn't-
time period. It was different time. It was before and after.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because getting the sounds, watching it again, it looked like it because it seemed like he was watching it and then getting ready to
I
go
think he
up
was
there.
just remembering because that's. Well, I don't know. I mean, he kind of thinks that's where he caught it, but I mean, God only knows.
Got it from a horse. Man, that sucks.
Oh, he's
You
fucking that chick in
Shouldn't
the.
be fucking horses.
He's fucking
Oh,
that
in
chick.
the opening of the movie, he gets
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even catch that.
I mean, he did.
Banging her in the corral.
So
watching
he-
the
he-
Did
horse.
you say you didn't catch that?
I didn't catch it. He was so after he banged her. Do you think he went?
Oh my! What a fucking jick!
Possibly. I
He
mean,
knew he fucked up.
when he went later when he was looking on the microfiche, and he saw unprotected sex on there, he flashed back to that scene.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah, 'cause
ever
it-
engaged in homosexual conduct?
And he was like,
did
no,
not
but I had a
that
girl
comment.
that.
They didn't because they didn't know shit about AIDS back then.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's sad. It's sad because I mean, I'm assuming that this is how it was, but I'm assuming he thought that only gay people could get it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean that was kind of.
I feel like that was like the common thing the only to think of.
Yeah.
Like the only jokes I heard growing up about AIDS was either you fucked a dude or you fucked a monkey, or you fucked a gay monkey, one or the other.
But then it was drug use too.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jason Mewes' mom got HIV and AIDS, I think, from drug use from heroin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sharing needles.
Sorry, my mic is making a bit of noise again.
Well, I remember when Magic Johnson got it, and a lot of people said, "Oh, see, I knew Magic Johnson was gay."
Oh, really?
But it had nothing to do with it.
So this movie won 84 awards and was nominated for 86.
Jesus.
And I just have the Oscars here because I wasn't gonna go through every single fucking award for this movie.
Well, I mean, some of those award shows are shit we've never heard of.
Yeah, there's a lot on there.
Yeah.
So best performing actor, best performance by an actor in a leading role was Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role was Jared Leto, which I had a Jared Leto movie lined up in the beginning of this test, and Nick reminded me that we can't pick Jared Leto because that's how we got here. So I had to scramble, and that's why I picked Elektra. And then best achievement in makeup and hairstyling is I can't pronounce that name. And then Robin Matthews.
Did you see what the budget was for the makeup?
I did see. I saw the budget was really low, and then they were surprised that it won awards because
$250.
yeah,
And they won an Academy
They
Award.
won a fucking Oscar for that.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Shit.
So is there anything that you guys would change about Dallas Buyers Club?
I mean, it's hard to change something that's a fucking biography.
They do it all the time.
I mean, although, like, Jared Leto's character wasn't real.
Oh, was it?
If you keep reading that trivia.
That's a bummer. I like Jared Leto's character in this.
Well, just because you liked it doesn't mean... I mean, that's fine. That's
Well,
good.
then
It probably wasn't a good...
What would I change? I would make Jared Leto real, so that way the real Matthew McConaughey could have had a little buddy. That's what I would. I'd change stuff in real life.
Oh, you're not changing the movie. You're changing real life.
I'm changing the real life Dallas Buyers
I
Club.
gotcha.
I'm being God, and I'm creating Jared Leto for him.
I got you. But you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to change a
It's not
biography.
hard. That's just pick something you want to change in the movie. We do this every week. You'd be like, I think this.
Okay,
I think they could have used a chase scene when he was in Mexico or something. You know, something like that. It doesn't need to be 100% correct.
Well, I guess that's true. So, meanwhile,
Or you could.
meanwhile, you changed nothing in the movie and you changed something in real life. So,
Yeah, well, we're doing a show here, pal. You gotta come up with something. So I changed real life.
I'd have him go down to Mexico more then.
I would do that. I like that a lot. Those scenes.
Maybe
that was in my best scenes of him.
Yeah, maybe have him go down there, have him get through a couple times, and then have him get caught. It might be a little more tension.
Yeah, like I was thinking, like, how would Vince Gilligan do this scene of him going through Mexico and getting the drugs and all that? And I was like, I feel like
Oh, you're kidding me? It'd be a whole montage and shit. It'd be great.
There'd been like a nice little Mexican song playing. We'd be dancing
Yeah.
out there and shit. So I think that would go into what I would change as well. Is I would get Vince Gilligan for those scenes. Never make those parts of the movie.
I wonder how much that
It
would
would,
cost.
and then I bet you it would have won all of the awards it was nominated for. All 86, not just 84 of them.
Wow.
Is there
86 to 86.
anything that you would change, Jess?
I would have liked to have seen more about Jared Leto's character.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I know it wasn't like based on an actual character or whatever, but I thought he was very interesting. I thought he killed it like acting. And I think it would have been cool to kind of see more of like maybe his backstory or something like that. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that shit. It's not based about him. He's not even
Yeah.
real,
Maybe maybe that could be our sequel. It's all about Jared Leto, and we'll just make up his whole backstory.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard, actually.
Yeah.
Rayon. Just name it Rayon.
So let's see, where was I at? So best scene / quote. I got, like we talked about, the priest and the pills, him being a priest, and he's like, he's got cancer and all that.
That's my best scene too.
I got him accidentally jerking off to Jared Leto as one of my best scenes because I just thought that was so funny. Him just being like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like it just is like, oh, it's kind of that'd be a funny prank if you knew like someone had a spank wall. Like imagine Hess had one, and then you just put like a picture of your butthole like in the middle. How long do you think it would take for Hess to notice your butthole in a spank wall?
5 years.
Really? Do you think you would notice if Nick's butthole was there?
Why would I not?
Well, because like it might take.
First of all, you wouldn't recognize
I was
that
gonna say
butthole.
it might take you a bit to notice it's his butthole. Cause like what if he like was doing a lot of squats? He's waxing his asshole. He's just making it real clean and nice. So you're just like, oh, look at that booty hole. And then like a couple like one day, I don't know why you and Nick start like a football, like little football league. You guys are playing on the weekends down at the park, and you guys end up going into the locker room together. And you bend over as a reveal, like he thinks you dropped like soap or something, and you bend over, and Hess looks up and he sees your butthole.
And immediately he starts jerking off.
No, that's not where I was going.
Okay.
No, but then he realizes it. He has a moment of like, holy shit, that I've been jerking off to Nick's butthole for a long time. And then next thing you know, he's talking to someone like a therapist about it.
Have you ever engaged in homosexual conduct?
And then he finds out.
Why do I feel like that is going to be on your drop for a long time?
Well, I think it deserves a nice little spot there.
Did you get any of the other words that were thrown around?
No, not really.
No.
So are we still on favorite
Yeah, I didn't.
Quote?
Yeah, and I've just Oh, I was confused.
Oh,
what this
because
meant.
you went on the whole tangent about
But it has jerking up to your butthole, yeah. My last one is him running out of his little juice. So he was injecting himself with, and he starts hearing the ringing, and he gets out of his truck in the middle of the road, and the cop from Saving Silverman has to come and save him and all that.
It's weird that guy was everywhere, and they're supposed to be in Dallas, because Dallas is a big city.
He just follows him around.
Apparently.
Yeah, he's a stalker. He's like Joe from You.
Wow.
So what's your guys' best scene quote?
My best scene is for sure when he gets caught and he acts like a priest with the guy from NCIS questioning him. That fucking guy's in every TV show, and I was like, you know what I mean? But my best quote is, "That shit is purer than a preacher's daughter's pussy right now."
God damn it! That was the quote I wanted, but I couldn't remember what it was.
That's my quote.
That'll be on the board next week. I know we won't be watching this movie next week, but that's gonna come on here.
I think there's a lot of good quotes in this.
Because even later on, one of the guys go to try it, and he goes, "Let me try some of that preacher's pussy." Or preacher's daughter pussy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Did you have any, Hess?
Yeah, I have two of them. The first one is when he's talking to Rayon, he's like, "I swear, Ray, God sure was dressing the wrong doll when he blessed you with a set of balls." And then I like it when he's like, "None of these drugs were approved by the FDA. Screw the FDA. I'm going to be DOA."
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I feel like this could have almost been you would have to fabricate some of it, but you could almost make this like a series, and have it just go. And even in the you actually can continue just after he dies, what goes on with this kind of medicine? Because it even says at the end of this movie, a lot of it became legal, or they started using it for people after he died.
Well, and and the shit that was killing people, they reduced the dosage.
Well, but I mean, that would infuriate. Imagine that you have, HIV and you can't get, they're giving you the shit that's killing you.
Yeah.
And then, if you are able to get a hold of what, helps, it's not illegal. It's not allowed. And they say, sorry, you can't use that.
That court case about that was very interesting when he's like, yeah, I know it's a sick person. You want to just put anything in your body that you believe will help, but that's not legal. And it's like, well, why the fuck isn't that legal?
Yeah.
If you have 30 days to die, you should be able to do anything that you think can help you. Now, obviously, you shouldn't be able to cut a child's throat and drink their blood if you think that's going to save you.
Why not?
Because that's murder.
Oh.
But if someone says, hey, I heard if you roll up tobacco, put it in a leaf in this thing and swallow it and shit it out the correct way, it heals some of your cancer, you should be able to do that.
I think you can.
No, they just said it's illegal. But if tobacco was illegal.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, the judge even said they were bullying him.
Yeah.
And they took it personal. And, he probably shouldn't have sold the shit, I guess, to other people. But he was helping people. He was making money, but he was helping people.
How come they didn't just put him on a no-fly list or something, or hey, you can't cross the border list? That would have stopped it instantly.
Yeah, I don't think they're... Yeah, first of all...
I mean, this wasn't that old, right?
It was 40 years ago.
They didn't ban people from leaving the country 40 years ago?
Yeah, but it was harder to... I mean, there wasn't internet or shit.
I guess none of that really got big until 9/11.
I mean, for God's sakes, look at the cell phone he was using.
Yeah, I guess so.
As big as your goddamn Xbox.
Let's see, where were we? Best performance. I put down Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey, obviously both of them, but I'm kind of leaning more towards Jared Leto. I feel like. I feel like his was more of a surprise because, I know Matthew McConaughey is a good actor. He's good in everything. But Jared Leto, I was pleasantly surprised with in this movie.
Yeah, they're both really good. McConaughey did, every scene's with him, so, I kind of give him the advantage just because it's, he...
Yeah, but I feel like, it's almost an instant award, I feel like, with some of this, if you just pick the main guy, kind of, But then in some cases, the main guy is the best actor.
I feel in this case he is, but I think Jared Leto... that's just my opinion, but I feel like Jared Leto's right there neck and neck with him, too.
Yeah, they're
and they were great together. The scenes with them together were awesome.
Yeah. How come you didn't pick the vampire dude from True Blood?
Didn't like him. Jennifer Garner was really good, too.
Yeah?
When she... you felt like she really wanted to help both of them. And, she was really sad. I don't know, even just when they're talking in her face, you're like, Jesus Christ, she really cares.
Yeah.
I bet she never looked like Ben Affleck like that.
Hey, maybe a couple times. So who do you pick for best performance, S?
I would give it to Jared Leto by just a smidge. Just a smidge.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like the size of your nipple when it's hard.
Ooh.
Just like that size.
Why do you know how big his nipple is when it's hard?
Well, there's this one time he was jerking off to your butthole, and I pulled my nipple out.
I did see the guy that played Jared Leto's dad.
I thought you were just going to say the guy that played Jared Leto, and I was like, I don't think anybody played Jared Leto in this movie.
They said that guy is 7 years older than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
So sequel, I wrote down, this is obviously before Hess said we could do the Jared Leto, he brought it up and we could do his backstory. I put we could do a road trip between Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey, and it's just something that happened in the middle of the movie that we didn't see because it kind of skips around a little bit.
Oh yeah.
They go together to get the pills, and you get like Vince Gilligan or whatever, someone to do a good story like that of them getting the pills and having to like bring him back.
Ooh,
I feel like you could do some good like Breaking Bad shit with there, and how you'd have it be like a comedy but also very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
That was my idea, but I also like the idea of doing a Jared Leto prequel.
I like the Jared Leto prequel.
I like them both.
Yeah.
Let's just do them both. And see
Okay,
which
no,
one
I got
wins.
it. We do a little in between movie of the road trip thing and all that, and then you get a prequel series of Jared Leto.
Could you imagine in real life, like we went somewhere and we're like, okay, we got this idea. Because like, did you read about like this shit? They were trying to get this made for like 20 years. And,
Yeah,
like, no one wanted to do it.
I have a
and,
screenshot of who was originally supposed to do it. I don't remember who it was. Let me see.
But like, remember that movie you didn't want to do? Now we want to do a prequel.
It was during the mid-1990s, Dennis Hopper was attached to direct with Woody Harrelson as Woodruff, but financial backing was impossible to secure. So it would have been Woody Harrelson in this. And then do you think when they learned that he was going to do this, and then Matthew McConaughey got it, they're like, you should pair them up as detectives.
Well, didn't True Detective come out the same year as this? Because didn't he win the Emmy and the Oscar?
Oh, did it?
I might be wrong. But he won like those like similar. It was real close.
That's interesting.
So do you think the financial backing was impossible because everybody was still homophobic?
Yeah, I feel like it had nothing to do with the financial backing, and it had to do with them.
I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up. I mean, like,
Yeah, it is very fucked up.
Like he catches HIV/AIDS, and then like he's basically shunned by all his friends. Like he goes meets him at the bar, and they're like calling him faggot and like all that shit. I'm just like,
I thought the movie was gonna take a
that
big
shit
turn
would
when
suck,
when he gets to his home, and like they're spray painted the shit in the house, and he's like, I still fucking live, and then he gets the shotgun and goes over and shit. I was like,
here we go.
I was like, oh, what is this turning into?
Like, I'm ready for this.
turning into John Wick.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna. Who's got AIDS now? Who's got AIDS now? And start killing people.
That could be our sequel. Instead of John Wick, it's John Sick.
I like that. Okay, new sequel. They're like new Dallas Buyers Club. He just kills everybody because they're making fun of him for having AIDS.
What's fucked up?
And then he shoves his dick up their ass and gives them AIDS after they're dead.
That might be a deleted scene. That might not make it to the final version.
It probably would make it.
How good were those friends? First of all, he stole money from him in the beginning. Had to punch out Steve Zahn to fucking get arrested.
Yeah.
I mean, so they were assholes. He was an asshole too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was
still kind of was by the time.
Oh yeah, like get off the caddy.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. Those guys, they were a bunch of fucking lowlifes, anyways.
As Hess would say if they did that to him.
Oh my! What a fucking jick! He ain't wanting to fuck with me, baby.
That'd have been him getting his shotgun.
What a fucking jick.
Did we learn anything from this movie?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we learned a little about HIV and AIDS that we didn't know.
We learned a little bit.
You've tested positive for HIV.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I learned that Jared Leto's not real, and that really bums me out about the movie.
No, he's real.
Yeah.
His character's not real.
I know Jared. You know what I mean.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
But that bums me out. That makes me like it a little less.
It's just a movie. He's not real when he plays the Joker.
He's not?
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that character's not real either.
That's a bummer as well. But
Isn't that a shame?
Did you guys learn anything specific?
I learned that if you play someone, what's it, LGBTQ? I always get those.
LGBTQ plus.
And then you immediately, soon you play the Joker.
Yeah, I saw someone else did that too. Who was that?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. did that.
Brokeback Mountain, Joker.
Yeah.
And then the Joker.
Dallas Buyers Club, Joker.
And then the original Joker, I think, was gay. So just.
By original, do you mean the one in the comic books or one in the TV show or?
Well, comic books, I don't think.
Jack Nicholson.
Oh, see, they left him out, huh?
Yeah.
So 3 out of 4 Jokers.
So it's not really lining up really that
No.
way. Any questions?
Did you liked it?
I did like it. I actually I don't think I mentioned this in my what else would I change. I would have made it a little bit shorter. I feel like there's some parts where it dragged on, and I was like, okay, come on, let's just get going.
It wasn't quite 2 hours long. It was an hour 56.
1:59.
Oh, so to me it felt like it was like 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45. There was a lot of parts where I was like, yeah, this is just kind of dragging. But overall, I did enjoy it.
It's a good movie. I would never watch it again.
Yeah, I probably won't ever watch it again. But I did enjoy that.
Just because it's not. I mean, it's almost like a documentary.
A little bit. We're just like, I know all the information. There's no reason to watch it again.
But they are so good at it that it that would be the only thing that would draw me back to it. But
yeah, maybe to watch him jerk off to
like if I was,
Jared Leto again.
I'm gonna watch all the Jared Leto movies, starting with Girl Interrupted.
I'm gonna watch every movie where someone jerks off to Jared Leto.
Oh, I did learn something. They said that, I don't know if it's true because half the shit we read is not true, but they said this was after a 5-year layoff for him for acting.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, and then
Is that true?
Came back and did this. I guess I could look at his IMDb.
I mean, I guess I could too.
No, only I can. You don't know Jared Leto's IMDb. Dallas Buyers Club was 2013. He was in Mr. Nobody in 2009.
So yeah, it was about a 4-year layoff.
Yeah, and then literally the next thing he was in was Suicide Squad as the Joker.
And he was the main character in Mr. Nobody. I think he was.
Was he just working on his music? Is that what it was doing?
Maybe he was trying to calculate how long it would take him to get to Mars, I think, and he figured out it's about 30 seconds.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
You guys ready to find out the next movie?
Sure.
Oh, well, unfortunately, it's not Hess's movie.
It's not?
Oh,
okay.
It's not Elektra either. It's Out of Sight.
Yeah, you sound really happy.
Yeah, but as happy as you guys are usually when your movie wins.
It's kind of long.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why are we picking all these fucking long movies?
But you'll like it. It's really good.
I'm sure I will.
There's timelines.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. It doesn't mean
that usually means you're gonna like it.
No, I don't like anything. I don't like everything that has to do with time travel bullshit. You just think that.
It's not time travel. I said it's timelines.
I'm looking up Out of Sight. Let's see what this thing is about. Well, the cover looks like it's Fast and Furious.
It's Clooney and J-Lo, right?
Yeah. It's on Stars, too.
I've seen it.
It's a remake as well? That's interesting. Unless there's just another movie called Out of Sight that was 30 years prior.
I think it is a remake.
It's called Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Let me see. I'm clicking on the other Out of Sight to see if that says it was based on a book.
And it was written by Dr. Seuss.
It's Elmore Leonard, which gets short.
Here, I'm going to read you the description of the comedy Out of Sight from 1966. And you tell me if this sounds like the one that we're going to watch.
Just tell me who wrote it.
Larry Hobbs and David Asher.
It's not.
A teenage/secret agent/musical comedy about Big Daddy who's been driven by rock and roll.
Yeah, that's
so he plans to sabotage a music fair with a bomb. Secret agent Homer comes home to rescue
Simpson?
Could be Homer Simpson. I clicked something. I don't know what I clicked now. Here's this. All right. So, but is that it? Does that sound like it's it?
No, not even close. You
said that's George Clooney.
I was kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It stars Jonathan Daly as Homer.
And
you got Robert Pine as Greg. Is there a Greg in the other movie?
Chris Pine's dad.
No.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna watch. You didn't specify which.
I mean, if you'd rather watch that one, go for it.
So I'm gonna watch the 1966 one, and you guys watch this one, and we'll compare.
Okay.
This one is on Stars though.
Chris Pine's dad is Robert Pine.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow! I thought you were just pulling shit out of your butthole.
It says Robert Pine is an actor who co-starred in Chips. He was in Chips.
So did you pick this specifically just to get to Snatch?
No, I've actually already watched this, but so
You picked a so wait, hold on, fuckface. You picked a movie that you've already watched on your list, but you wouldn't vote for Shooter because you already watched it when I put it on my when I put it on here and we voted for it.
But we watched something good that week.
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
I don't think we did.
Because didn't you vote for my movie?
I'm pretty sure I voted for Shooter.
Well, just go back to Pleeka and see what the movies were from. But that is Chris Pine's dad in that 1966 movie you were just talking about.
That's interesting. Maybe we should watch that one.
If you want to, we could. Wouldn't make any goddamn sense, but.
Oh, you know what movie we watched the week that Shooter did not win?
What?
Training Day.
Yeah, fucker.
Oh, yeah, we didn't watch about a movie.
Yeah,
I was right.
Well, Training Day is pretty fucking good.
I mean, that's debatable.
Well, I saw Out of Sight in the theaters, and we actually saw a sneak preview of it before it came out.
Oh, like how we got to see a sneak preview of Jurassic World yesterday?
Yeah, no, but we saw the whole movie, not just fucking 5 minutes, so people started walking out of the theater.
Do they still do those anymore?
No, not now.
Depending on...
Yeah, I mean, maybe when people start going back to theaters, they'll do it again. But I think they do it. But yeah, we got tickets, and we had to go downtown to see it, and we were like, oh, this is really good.
That's interesting.
Do you think you liked it more because it was like a special event and you got to see it before everybody?
No, I think I liked it because it's a really good movie. I mean, it's.
I think that would make me like it more. Being like, oh,
it's a heist movie. Like it's like, first of all, if you don't like this movie, I'll be very surprised. There's there's different timelines. They escape from prison.
Oh, so you're just catering to me, huh? You got Prison Break, you got Westworld.
Ving Rhames is in it. George Clooney, Don Cheadle, Steve Zahn. No, that's a different movie. Could get to Pulp Fiction from here, though.
We could. That's like the 4th or 5th time we've been able to get to Pulp Fiction.
I know.
I feel like we just need to watch it.
We have bounced around it quite a bit.
Yeah, we've been able to get it a lot.
Well, yeah, we were gonna do it right after we did 1, and you're like, nah, I don't really want to watch 2 Quentin Tarantino movies back to back.
Yeah, and then we ended up doing like 3 in a row.
We've almost watched all his movies.
Yeah, we really almost have.
Yeah. And there's a ton.
We just need to watch The Hateful Eight because I haven't seen that yet.
And then we'll all buy his new book, and we'll all read the book and then do a podcast on that as well. Oh, that reminds me because of his book, in it confirms that Brad Pitt did kill his wife in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He did murder his wife. Because remember, I asked you guys, and you guys both said you thought so, but I was like, it didn't really seem like his character. Apparently he did. Apparently he actually murdered her.
Oh, did I say that I thought he did?
Yeah, you thought you told him. Yeah, of course he did.
Oh, I thought that he didn't.
But you did agree with me that it didn't seem like his character, but you thought he did, and I thought he didn't.
I listened to that podcast with Quentin Tarantino, the one I sent you that you probably didn't listen to.
I only saw clips of him on Joe Rogan.
But I guess like Brad Pitt's character is way more in the book than he is in the.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And like, so like they were asking him if he thought like Brad Pitt would be mad that like I don't feel like my character was that way, and Quentin Tarantino was like, no, I think he's more like, why the fuck did you give me this in the movie? And I guess like, there's like a big bar scene that's supposed to be really great, and
what's weird is did you watch the trailer for the book?
No.
It has footage from the movie that they filmed that's just not in the movie. Like there's a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio calls the little girl at her house, and they're discussing their scene that they just filmed that day, and she's like laying on the floor in her room and shit.
Oh, really?
So I was like, well, now I really want the fucking Netflix version where it's like a show, and we'll get to see all that shit.
Yeah.
He just has all that footage laying around. They actually filmed a lot of what was in the book.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, his mind works.
That movie's already long as fuck too.
Way.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. It was interesting that he put this book out, probably only because of like COVID and all that. But I've heard him talk about like the way he writes scripts, and he's like he says he wants it like to when he's done writing it, he could, if he wanted to, he could just publish it as a book and be completely done with it. Mm-hmm. But he said that now is his to fuck up by making a movie out of if he has like the choice. So it was interesting that now he did go the route of publishing it and making it.
Yeah, he said he was going to do Reservoir Dogs at one point.
Have you heard that he wants to redo Reservoir Dogs?
Oh,
and show all the shit, like with everything he's learned now as a filmmaker, make Reservoir Dogs now again, and that might be his last. Like he was discussing what would be his last movie, and he wants to do Kill Bill 3 with Uma Thurman and Maya Hawke.
Yeah, I saw that.
But then he's also, I guess, hinted that he might redo Reservoir Dogs.
He talked about Reservoir Dogs quite a bit in that podcast.
Yeah, he seems to really want to do that. Which I was like, I'm down for that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be really weird, but and then
that's another one we haven't done on here.
But I hope if he does do that like that's not his last one. Like he still does do Kill Bill 3 if he remakes it. Like that shouldn't count as your last film, you know?
The 10 movies and out. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't. It is funny though because Kevin Smith was like that as well. Like if you watch old or listen to old podcasts or watch an old documentary of him or whatever, he said like I don't remember what it was. It was like Clerks 2 or Red State, one or the other. He's like, this is gonna be my last one. But then like I know he gets Tusk and he does Yoga Hosers and then Jay and Silent Bob reboot. But it's weird hearing his mindset being like, no, I'm done. I just want to do podcasts now and all that. So like I feel like Quentin Tarantino is almost gonna be the same way.
I hope so.
Or he's gonna do one more, and then he'll be like, well, I do have an idea, so maybe we do this too.
The thing about him is it's not like he does things that he doesn't want to do. So like Kevin Smith did Cop Out, where he was like, didn't write it, didn't direct. I mean, he did direct it, but like
he didn't write it, direct it. He just put the movie out.
Yeah. No, he didn't
write
write
it.
it.
Asked Bruce Willis.
He didn't write it, which wasn't his style. He directed it, but like, I don't know, it just wasn't like his cup of tea.
But Quentin Tarantino has done that with TV though.
Yeah, he directed like ER and shit.
Yeah, which is really weird. I've never seen any of those, but like, I wonder if you could watch those ones and be like, oh, this is like without seeing his name.
I think I watched.
If you'd be able to tell.
I think I watched the CSI that he directed just because he was going to direct it and I wanted to like watch it. But it was way back
in your memory. Could you tell it was him, or did it look like any generic episode of CSI?
In my memory, it was just a generic episode of CSI.
That's what I kind of figured.
I might have made that whole thing up though.
Like,
remember the time we watched CSI Miami, the whole episode to see Jesse, and then we picked the wrong episode?
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
And it wasn't even a good episode.
And then we were like, oh, let's just fucking look it up on YouTube. Fuck this. And then we just saw a clip of him on YouTube. We're like, that's cool. It's good enough. Let's just go play Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
But are you guys
hilarious.
You guys ready to wrap up this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm surprised the power came back on as quick as it did.
Yeah, I was saying 7 o'clock on the fucking app.
Yeah, really, it only took like 20 minutes.
Don't know what it was.
They said something with a power line in the vicinity when I went on the app and looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I woke up, I was like, fuck, the power went out. I'm like, well, I don't feel so bad, I guess, because we would have been doing it and then it went out.
That's true. We would have been like 10 minutes in and it would have boom.
Jerome, I was playing. Go ahead.
But I looked at the radar because I was like, oh, maybe there's like a storm coming in from the north or something. But I didn't see anything, so I was like, that's fucking weird. I'm like I don't know. It must have been like a power line.
I was playing Call of Duty, and Jerome came out there because we were like, all right, if we don't hear from Hess, we'll just figure something out. Like,
I was like, we'll just start, but we'll do like our movie list. Like, we'll just kind of wait
and
it out and hopefully
pop you in.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, well, I'll play one more game. So then he came out there, and I fucking murdered like 3 people in a row, and then boop, and we looked at each other like, what the fuck? And
yeah. And then Taylor walked out of the bathroom and goes, did our power just turn out?
And then I went outside. I went outside to check the box, and I could hear my neighbor like flipping all his things.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Did your power go out?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool. At least it's not just us."
Yeah. And then he went, right back into his house.
Pay the bill.
Yeah, I wish I could forget to pay the bill.
Oh boy.
I know.
But all right, thanks for watching, everybody. This was a weird one. You know, we had the lights off and power turned back on halfway through. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for Out of Sight.
Mm-hmm.
The what year did
1998.
The 1998 version, not the 1966 version. But if you want to watch that one as well, go ahead. And see you guys then.
I bet you can't watch the 1966 version. Just when you guys made up in your head.
Oh, I can watch it. You just watch me watch it. How about that?
I'm not gonna watch you watch.
How about you just sit on the floor and watch me watch it?
I was gonna say, Nick, you're gonna force Nick to sit on your couch while you watch the
movie.
movie. He's like,
No, I mean it would count for another movie.
I'm gonna put a chair in front of me so you can't even watch the movie. You're just gonna watch me watch it. You can see it in the reflection of my eye.
You should be happy. We're tied at 2:33, and when I watch this, I'm not going up, and you are.
That's true. That's awesome. That is a plus.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that.
And there's a cake.
Although you're like, because of that, you'll watch like 17 movies tonight while you're fucking thumbing your butthole and playing Madden.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much Madden, so
Yeah, but you have been thumbing your butthole.
a little bit. But
To pictures of Hess's butthole.
Jared Leto.
Oh, Joker him or him in this?
No, the last movie we watched.
Oh,
the one where Hess didn't recognize him.
The Little Things. I almost was gonna pick the Little Things.
Not the Little Things. The last movie.
American Psycho.
Oh, American Psycho.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Well,
who's Paul Allen?
All right. See you later, ladies and gentle dudes.